I'm LaDarius Drew. I'm 19 years old. I'm a freshman at Wesleyan University, and I'm a government major, and I'm from Dallas, Texas. In my senior year, I was thinking about college, which is kind of already too late, but at the time, this is all I could do. I needed a scholarship, so I was dependent on football really hard to get that full ride. However, I had academics. I was fine in the books, so I could have went anywhere in Texas. I could have went anywhere I wanted, pretty much. But money was an issue for my family, so the scholarship was necessary. I was on the varsity football team for 2 years, but I never had a chance to play. There was a lot of favoritism, and I had to overcome some, like a bunch of social obstacles. Physically, I was fine. I never was injured. I never was the slowest person on the team. I never was the weakest. I was always in the mix. I always listened to the coaches, but for whatever reason, I still had to prove to them somehow, and they wouldn't let me. So I turned to God and started, praying harder than I ever could, especially with my family. And we was, crying about the whole situation because we didn't know how I was going to get into school. But I don't know, God makes a way for everything. And although this happened, although the running back who started over me got hurt, that provided an avenue for me to succeed on the football field, and I was able to make a highlight film for the schools that I was looking at, and that increased my opportunities. My dad and I tried to send out some highlight tapes to like 20+ schools. I don't even remember what schools they were, but of course, since I'm from Texas, it was UT, TCU, Texas A&M, all that stuff. Well, whatever. Anyway, that didn't work out. That fell through hard because all the scholarships were taken up. That's it for that year. So through one of my dad's connections, we met an educational consultant who told us about postgraduate years at boarding schools in New England, and I'm from Texas, so that was a little weird for me. But we figured out that a PG year is at a increased academic quality schools, and it was like once I went there, the challenge academically was great, the physical challenge was great, and it all paid off in the end. Push comes to shove, the end of my recruiting process, and I find out I'm going to Wesleyan, and I'm happier than I've ever been. All I have to say is start your recruiting process as early as possible. Try to figure out what schools you're most interested in as early as you can. I'm talking freshman year, sophomore year. Don't wait till your senior year to start looking for schools, and start looking for opportunities early as well, like scholarships. They're everywhere. Be open-minded about anything. Like, anything's possible in this country. Like, we have a lot of opportunities that aren't granted to third world countries. So try to look for more opportunities to make it to school, and just don't be afraid of doing anything possible to make it. I'm LaDarius Drew. I'm 19 years old, and I go to Wesleyan University.